Hey everybody, how you doing? So, welcome to the Basement Show with Rev Grimm. Let's see if we can get this tongue twister correct. Happy twisted titty, thick thigh, tight twat, tater tot, taco Thursday. How the fuck are you all doing? While you're at it, I see there's 6 people there. Let me know who's all there. Hey Jackie, how are you doing this evening? Let's see who's all in chat tonight before we really get rolling with things. A couple things we're going to hit. A couple things should be interesting. A couple things of information. We'll roll there. We'll give people a couple minutes because 5 people. And there's Mama D. Of course, Mama D's here. Mama D's here because I didn't pirate their show last night. Are we all watching the game? No, I'm not a big sports person. So the TV's just on mute on NCIS New Orleans. We got 1 like already. I'm getting good at this. So for those of you know, so this week has been an interesting week. Next week is going to be the real interesting week because next Thursday, I actually do a live show from the old burnout apartment complex. Because next Thursday, our investigation team is going in and taking a look and actually going to collect things. And hopefully we get our chance to go in and claim what we want to claim. But needless to say, that's still up in the air. But maybe a live show right from Fox Meadow next Thursday definitely will be a shit show. Other than that, let's see. Hey, babe.
Yeah.
Where's that new toy?
What is the...
The one that just came in the bark box. The apple.
Hmm.
I'm going to start off tonight.
No, you gotta give me comments. I still gotta tag everybody. And...
Oh, you still got to tag everybody.
Yeah, because I'm making you dinner.
Making me dinner? She's making me dinner. Oh, God. No, she needs a couple minutes because she's tagging everybody, letting everybody know that the show started. But this isn't a toy, an adult toy. We get the subscription to BarkBox, which is every month. It comes, it's got some treats in it, and they have like some chew sticks, but it also has toys, and the toys are very high durable toys because not so much with Luna, but Freya is a major chewer. And if we just give her standard toys, she'll get through them and she'll rip them up and, eat the toy, and then she may fart and squeak out of her ass, which would be funny. But the nice thing about BarkBox is if they ever get through that toy and destroy it, you contact them and they send you a replacement toy, no questions asked. Now, Kong is also the same way, but if your dog destroys a Kong toy, Kong will only replace 1 toy, and then no more replacements of anything. So BarkBox is about somewhere between $28 and $30 a month. Like I said, you can get it for, chewers, and sometimes there's a surprise toy where they get to actually shred the toy. Freya just finally shredded one of the toys that she's had now for a little while. But, yeah. But one of the toys that came in the box yesterday, Shannon came to me and goes, "What does this look like?" And as soon as I look at this thing, right out of my mouth, I automatically said what it looks like. I'm not going to tell you what it looks like. I'm going to let you all figure that one out on your own. But earlier this week, we can work with that. We'll start with that before the toy comes over. But earlier this week, we had a fun week for anybody that might have caught the video on Facebook Live or watched it after it was already up. we did the wax strip challenge. Now, we didn't originally. It was going to be, take a car, one of the race cars, and drive it and rip the wax strips off. But it didn't go that way.
Your dinner is served.
Thank you, my queen.
All right, now you want the toy?
Yes. Now, all right. Well, so we'll get the toy real quick. And Freya actually likes this toy. Now, it's also a treat dispenser.
Yeah.
Are you serious? You lost the toy already? You little shithead. Okay, so in a second, yeah. So here's the toy. Now that's the treat spot, so you can put treats in there and the dog works at it. But what does this look like to anybody? That was the first thing out of my mouth. It looks like a ball gag. It's supposed to be an apple. I have never yet had an apple that has handles coming out of each side. Ever. So I don't quite understand that. I mean, if you look close enough, she's already been playing with it, all the teeth marks. That tells you how hard she bites, because this is a solid thing. Here, you want this? Come on, go play. So really, BarkBox, you're sending subliminal messages to people who are subscribing to your company about buying sex toys for not just the people, but for your animals. Or did they make it so maybe they thought the people ordering that month might be a little freaky, and they decide to use that toy as a ball gag instead of giving it to the dog? So BarkBox is definitely there. Let's touch on the other thing real quick before we do the videos. So I told you about the apartment complex, and next week that they're actually going into the unit finally to see if we can get this investigation going, because there's still, as of yet, there is still no determination of what actually caused the fire, and the Philadelphia coroner can't finish Hope's death certificate until the fire company gets done their investigation, and fire company can't get their investigation done until the police finish their investigation. So here we are, almost 5 months, and we're still fucking playing this fucking game. Fox Meadow originally had 6 feet tall fencing around the entire building. Because, the entire building's been condemned. And nobody is allowed in there until the 21st. Hey, what did I miss? Okay, Amber, so you missed the dog toy ball gag. It looks exactly like a ball gag. Pray. Bring it here. At some point, I'll get it back from her, and I'll show you again. Amber missed it because she's just signing in. Don't do it.
You were already on my shit list. Do not make it anymore. Leave it alone.
Doggy on shit list. You can have it back in a minute. Now that it's all slimy.
Are there any treats left in it? Or do I need to refill?
No, there's still treats in it. Go. Goodbye.
Bye-bye now.
Yeah, it's like I said, I think it's subliminal messaging from from BarkBox.
This is actually fun.
Don't just buy your dog a ball gag, but buy your wife or husband a ball gag.
Remember, you are forbidden to talk about butt plugs.
I'm forbidden to talk about butt plugs. Who said I'm not allowed?
No, you're not forbidden. You're encouraged.
I'm encouraged. What is he even on?
I invited him.
Yep, that is kinky. So you and the dog can have something in common. While the dog is chewing on its ball gag, you can chew on your ball gag. And nobody will hear you scream when the butt plug sneaks in. When the butt plug gets snuck in and you're not expecting it.
Your children are not around, so.
What about the glow on us? That one was actually funny because that one is remote control. It glows. I mean, can you imagine how much fun that would be? Going out to dinner or Thanksgiving dinner. Your girl has a butt plug in. She doesn't realize that you have the vibrator control, and all of a sudden she's saying, pass the potatoes, and she gets that. Nothing was better than your grandmother at Thanksgiving dinner as we're passing around the food, and she talks about joining the Mile High Club.
Oh, she's a member.
She is a member of the Mile High Club. Blech. 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 That's disgusting.
I hear kitties at the door.
You hear what? No, that's her chewing on the butt plug. No, not the butt plug. Well, it's like when Johnny first got his dog, when we got Cash, when we were at the shelter, something came up and I said, well, if the dog has a butt plug in his ass, then there's just more issues than most things. I don't remember what the whole conversation was, but dogs and butt plugs. Yep, I am definitely fucking twisted. So, as we were getting into,
What else happened this week?
well, the one chip challenge is going to be very, very hard to do now because the one chip challenge is only intended for adults. But some teenager had to go out and some stupid, bodega sold this kid the one chip challenge and he died. So now the one chip has to be pulled off of the shelves in all markets. So that's going to be a little harder to come by. So we're going to have to, you find it? And we just found the one chip challenge. Amazon?
Yeah, but we ain't gonna see it anytime soon.
Not Prime, huh? So we'll.
The Death Nut.
The Death Nut?
Featuring Carolina Reaper, Ghost Pepper, and Scorpion.
It's got 3 peppers in it. A scorpion?
No, wait, this may be it.
A Ghost Reaper? And what other?
This is called Tube of Terror.
Tube of Terror.
For corn nuts.
Corn nuts. Isn't the Tube of Terror what you get when you go down and pick up a male prostitute out of Camden?
Found it. And I can have it here Saturday.
We can have it here Saturday.
Should wait to do the wax trick.
Don't scream chip challenge. Can you handle the deadly chip? What to expect? Okay. Short-term loss of speech, mouth on fire, impaired vision from tears, extreme profanity.
So, who's eating that?
I don't know. I'm trying to see if they show what the chip looks like.
Can we feed it to the stalker?
Can we feed it to the stalker? I'm actually looking right now to see. Eat at your own risk, not for the faint of heart. Not everyone will enjoy the extreme heat. They're Carolina Reapers. Do not eat if you are sensitive to spicy food, allergic to peppers, nightshade, capsaicin,
Nightshade in it.
or are pregnant or have any medical condition, keep out of reach of children. After touching the chip, wash your hands with soap and with soap. Do not touch your eyes or other sensitive areas. Looks like a tortilla chip, just black. Could you imagine forgetting to wash your hands and going to take a leak? Better yet, could you imagine eating the chip, forgetting to wash your hands, and then fingering a girl or eating her out? Oh my God, that could be hilarious. We may have to get that as a challenge. I'm not eating that fucking thing. I have medical condition. But in case you didn't, if you go back, double whammy. Definitely. I mean,
Is that a beating?
no, that was the basement show. But I mean, most people, as some people have said, if you drink pineapple, your sperm becomes a little bit more tolerable. Can you imagine just eating one chip every day all week long, and then what kind of sperm you're getting out of that one?
Speaking of sperm, I read a story today
Yes.
that a wife was trying to get pregnant
Okay.
and he wouldn't finish
Right.
in her, and she sued him.
So, if your wife wants to get pregnant,
And this may not be in every state, but she
What state
sued
was-
him and won.
what state was this?
It is.
So, if the wife wants to get pregnant and the husband refuses to finish, and he just kind of like in his shirt or in a sock or in his underwear, she could take him to court and sue him, and she wins. But what is she winning? What is she suing for? I'm suing my husband because he won't nut in me. Mama D says no hot crotch. I mean, think about that. You're being sued. Now, after you sue your husband, or if it's vice versa, the wife won't let you finish in there. And do you stay together? I mean, what do you win? It's not like you could say, "Oh, by the way, I'm suing you for $100,000 because you won't bust your nut in here."
Granted, if the guy's got money,
Okay, he's got money, but
then I guarantee she's suing for money.
okay, she could sue for the money, but that whole thing comes back. What's mine is mine. What's mine is yours, and what yours is mine. Unless we follow my rule, what's mine is mine, and what's yours is mine.
Then the dogs are yours
No,
by your own
I'm
rule.
Morgan. We're talking about
No. By your own rule, the dogs are yours.
no. What's yours is yours, and what's mine is yours. So therefore, you have a demon dog.
And this costs us $1,100.
Yeah, $1,100 demon dog. So, what do we want to name the creeper?
I don't know.
I was thinking about calling him Mr. Bubbles.
I was just thinking about calling him Richard.
Richard? If you're going to do that, why didn't you just go Richard Cranium?
Yeah.
You don't stop at Richard. Richard Cranium, at least everybody knows he's being called Dickhead. I solved that issue. All the animals are mine. I solved that issue. How's Freya feeling? She's completely back to normal. We think we figured out what her issue was. Freya, every so often, if you have a dog, a marrow bone is good for the dog. Well,
Unless you're Freya and hide.
unless you're like Freya and you hide the marrow bone.
In Mama's backyard.
Kelsey says hi.
Hi, cows.
Morgan says all the animals are hers.
No, the cats are not yours. She wants Squirt and Pokey.
Cousin Crew. She wants Squirt. She wants the pussies. Morgan. Yeah, Mom. No, you're getting, yeah, So, where were we? Mom's trying to eat dinner.
Your dad's chair.
In my chair. Which my chair, I still want to get that other chair, but that'll be something completely different. We'll get to another subject there. So, this week has been quite interesting. So, the one chip challenge will happen at some point. Just when, we're not sure. We're going to have to order that. Well, was it this Sunday that we did it?
Amber just asked a question.
Huh?
Amber just asked a question. Shut up, Siri.
No, it's not Squirt. Our old cat was Squirt. Squirt died a few years ago, but the one kitten, actually, Evie, she looks like a little miniature Squirt. Kelsey says she hopes you had a great day. So earlier this week was Sunday, right? Or was it Saturday?
What? The Creeper made his grandparents?
We're going to talk about Creeper.
Oh, I didn't know what you were talking about.
Well, there is a guy who just moved into the complex. It's him, his wife. They moved into the W building. So I was sitting outside smoking a cigarette. He comes over and says he just moved in. All right, ask me if I would have took a joint. Now, don't get me wrong, but there are few people. I do smoke, but there are few people that I will get and smoke a joint with. Because our children, because
CJ can watch you driving.
she what? She's driving. Because I know where it's come from. I know who's giving it to me. I know what's in it. So I tell the guy, no, thank you. And he sits and he's talking to me. And, he's telling me this, he's telling me that. Okay. Shannon comes out and he's sitting there and he's talking to us. I'm like, okay. So he leaves. Shannon goes to take the dogs out later on. And I get a text message saying he's back. He's followed me walking down to the field where she's taking the dogs to go to the bathroom. Come outside.
Freya wasn't a problem.
Freya is not a problem. Freya is very friendly. But when Luna reacts, we know there's an issue. Snarl. Showing teeth, growl. Not a typical Luna thing. So, I said, all right. Told the guy I'm coming back in. Now, he just came around. This is what, the third day they're here? Third day. So, I'm sitting here. Was this last night? Last night, our Alexa is connected to our Ring doorbell. And it keeps telling me someone's at your front door. Someone's at your front door. Okay. It stops. I look. There's nobody there. A couple minutes later, somebody's at your front door. Okay. Then it happens a third time a little bit later. I'm like, all right. So I go back and I start scanning through what it's caught.
We're thinking it's one of the. We're thinking
it could be
the
fox, the skunk. They've actually got pictures of a coyote down in this area now. So, okay. Well, it's this guy the first time. Then it's this guy again. And he's now more on the porch. And then later on, here it is, this guy again. Okay, you've come back 3 times now. All right. So I go through the camera footage, and throughout the night, it says person detected. Now, after a certain time, our echoes,
Yeah, they
or our Alexas, they go into night mode and do not disturb. 3:00 this morning, this guy was on my front porch. Now, what the fuck? Do you have a death wish? Are you really that hard up to go through my ashtray to see if I left any butts? I don't know. But he doesn't drive. We think he's
definitely true.
You think he's mentally challenged? He's definitely mentally challenged. So he kind of freaks Shannon out a little bit. Now, me, of course, he doesn't freak me out because, it takes a lot to freak me out. But this guy is going to get sooner or later on my very unwelcome side. For everybody that knows me, you all know that before the fire, I was extremely protective of my family. Since the fire and taking the loss that we did, what do you think I am like now? But yeah, so we're gonna give this guy a name, and to me, I like to go with a name like you would hear of like a clown. Morgan says I'm a teddy bear. Morgan,
To those who know you.
Yes. Morgan hasn't really met the Reverend.
But I'm also not on your bad side.
That is true. Mama D can tell you about the Reverend.
Is Mama D even in the shop?
That is true. Amber said, be careful, he might have seen us on the news and trying to get a handout. And yes, Mama D is in the chat. Jackie just said, that's creepy, which it is, because, look, it's a very nice area that we live in.
My fear is...
I agree. Only met him once, and he reminds me of a bear. That's Amber.
It's either Grizzly or Teddy.
It's either Grizzly or Teddy. It just depends what door you open. No thanks. When the Rev is around, go to the ground. Yeah, like I said, unfortunately, I try and be civil with everybody. I try and be nice to everybody until I really get to know them. Until I really get to know them, I don't give what the Reverend gives. When I was on the road touring with the band, that's Grimm straight out. There was no, as Shannon says, Grimm is an asshole. Which, yeah, it's true, because Grimm is my alter ego that protects.
Grimm!
What Grimm?
Grimm!
Where's Grimm?
The bear!
We're going to call him the bear? The bear is going to be Grimm?
The bear's going to be Grimm.
The bear is going to be Grimm. So that's what I look like on my alter ego side.
Yeah, but you need to paint him.
Yes, he does need to be paid. So sooner or later, this guy is going to run out of, I don't know if you want to call it my kindness or my just general being, or, me being nice because you're new to the neighborhood. Looks like I was in the biker gang. Patience. Patience is a virtue, and that is something that I don't have, is patience.
My fear is he's going to get me. I'm going to have a PTSD episode, and Luna's going to fuck him up.
Mm-hmm.
And Freya's my crazy one.
Yeah, of course, Freya's just too friendly. But with how big Freya's going to get, we don't want her to be unfriendly.
Oh, babe, wait till you get to see her Halloween costume.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Morgan, so how do you feel about spiders? Freya's special needs too. Like I said, Morgan, how do you feel about spiders? Ugh. Oh,
I'm gonna send a picture, find his picture.
yeah. Freya's got a special costume in mind for you. So while Shannon is looking for that picture, let's talk about earlier this week. And Johnny knows what the videos are. Let the dogs play on Mr. Creeper. It's always a bonus. Look, I've always said, better that the dog gets you than I get you. If I get you, you are definitely not coming away in one piece. Dog, you're going to need some stitching to be put back together. Me, you don't know. Me, you're going to need a lot of something to put you back together. Crazy glue, stitches, duct tape. They're going to need a squeegee to pick your ass up off the floor. So earlier this week, we had a blast. I think what day did we do the wax strip? Sunday?
Saturday.
Was it Saturday? Mama D, what day was it, you guys?
Maybe it was.
Okay, Johnny just said it was Sunday. Okay, so this past Sunday, I don't know if anybody caught the live that we put up. We did the wax strip challenge. Now, it wasn't quite how we wanted to do it, but it did involve a lot of torture. And there is a 28-minute video and there is a 5-minute video. The 28-minute video, that was quite interesting. It's still up. We didn't take it down. Johnny has the videos. I don't know if we can actually talk around the video or not, but
Tell Johnny I'm sending him a picture now.
Johnny, you're getting a picture to show Morgan the Halloween costume. Yes, it was hilarious. One of our adopted children, Matt decided that he was going to do his taint. There you go. There's Freya's costume just for you, Morgan.
Can't be afraid of that. I'm gonna talk with Ted and see if we can start with some fires.
So Matt did his taint and Damon did his armpit. So I don't know which video you want to put up. The second video, Matt decided that his nipples needed to be done. Put it on your mom's house so she can run. She'd run around the yard with it on.
My mom would point and laugh at her.
Okay, so this one here is the taint. Now, as I said, we didn't have soccer ball or brick.
All right. He's like, I don't want to see this shit. All right, so Matthew, what is getting done?
Wait, hold on. Do we have something for him to cover his genitalia with? Because I don't want to see nuts. You gonna put your hat on it and then put it back on your head?
Matthew, go in the closet on like the third or fourth shelf down on the left-hand side.
I know. I'm going to take back of my hand. I don't want. I'm not going to go all fingers. That's going to.
I think he's just excited that you're going to touch it.
Here.
So if the towel starts going up, he really likes it.
That's why he's holding. He's going to hold his shirt up while he's doing it. Make sure you pull your shit up towards your belly button. Because if not, I mean, I'm seeing your nuts too.
Oh my god! Boxers are off. Please tell me someone's videotaping your face.
Yeah. I'm on.
Yeah, we need this recorded at all angles. Your feet have to be on his shoulders. Yeah, like he's in stirrups. Come on.
No.
Yep.
Just spread your legs more than butt. Back up. Remember, you volunteered to do it. I just wanted to pull it off. I didn't want to wipe his tape.
Damon volunteered to pull this strip off of his tape.
Boy, please.
Yeah, it was a little disturbing that Damon volunteered to do it.
You gotta like stick your finger.
Freya, come here. All right, anybody who's watching may want to get off.
Double.
You gotta push it.
David, a little help with the ball before you touch the nuts.
It's a double.
No wonder it's a 42 pack. One for one side, one for the
Matt.
other side.
Legs up.
Legs up.
Legs up, Matt.
Up.
Work like this, man.
Who volunteered?
That's butthole.
Who volunteered for this, Damon?
Matt did.
No, we did. We wanted to do it.
Did I? Don't fucking stop.
Got a lot of my nut too. Oh, nut into the nuts.
Stop pulling. Oh, my God, I spread the legs a little bit there, bud.
Jack.
Now Damon has to rub this in his ass crack.
Pressing hard.
Hey, David. Grab that one and squeeze that one while you're at it.
Where am I supposed to
Do
put
it
it?
on the other side.
Find a place.
Put one on his leg.
You guys.
There you go.
You guys.
All right, no. It's got to sit for at least 30 seconds.
You gotta rub it in. Yeah, you gotta.
I did not run. I know anyone here. This man really does got to smell paint.
I told you.
Did you fucking mention
Matthew.
He said that you were in the
Oh.
get used to it.
Oh,
I gotta move the
stop pulling it.
Amber says knees to the
All right,
chest is
now
better.
Mike's gonna do the test run. Make sure it's sticky.
All right, hold on.
Break
Before,
that off.
hold on.
That'll take the paint.
Now
from the
listen, Matthew.
Yes.
You need to do your very, very best not to scream.
Yeah.
Oh.
Can't scream.
Wait. Oh, why don't we have a harmonica or a
You
whistle
have a
or
gag ball?
something?
You have a
You
gag
can't
ball?
scream because if you scream, you don't get in the ball.
We need a whistle or something.
Do you-
Harmonica?
Here, you know what? Here, do you want to squish it or hold?
Me to gag him?
Here,
Yeah, just sit on his face. It'll be all right.
Matthew.
That's a good plan.
No, because she'll get hurt. Do you want a squishy to hold on to?
And just put it over your face. You'll be fine.
What? On a count of
Scream into the pool.
All right.
God.
Test
Ready?
run.
1, 2, 3.
He barely has hair up there.
Okay, so the
Ready?
1, 2, 3.
Did he just
hurt.
fart?
That
Okay,
didn't.
now it's burning.
Wait, did everybody see those cheeks right there?
No, I didn't get it because.
Is there butt particles on here?
Oh God, there better not be.
Good particles on the top, Matt.
Now you have to go into the bottle. Do you need more?
And this is the shit we do when we all get together.
These alcohol wipes.
What stuff to his pocket?
His butthole
The
stuck
glue
together.
got stuck on his butt and it was all stick together.
He said, ow! There's washable wipes in there.
I don't have any.
Not all the wax came off.
Nail polisher with it? Same shit, Mom.
Yeah, I don't know what they want. All right, Matt, come here. Figure it out. Where's my eyebrows?
Why don't you hats off?
You can't do your head.
His poor eyebrows. I'll figure out something to do on myself.
All right,
We got Sharpies.
Yeah, I would say skip ahead a little bit.
Poor eyebrows.
Yeah,
Eyebrows?
Poor eyebrows.
yeah. Hold on. I have an offer. With adhesive tape, if you take.
I mean, it's a bad idea in general, but yet here we
That's
are.
fair. I just hope his eyeballs doesn't fall out.
He gets to pay you back because he gets to rip it off your
So
arm.
with eyebrows, statement, pull it against the grain. So out, in.
Matthew invited himself for this challenge.
No, because it'll actually get the hair out.
One,
2,
two.
3.
There it is.
Now you know how women feel.
Except we need to do ours underneath.
One.
Don't squinch.
2. Yes.
Relax face.
3.
Where's your hat?
Get the towel and dry them off.
Yeah, because if you got underarm deodorant, that takes more.
He's just wiping me with the towel that is pale.
Gotta warm it with your hand.
Yeah, I didn't do all that with your tank. Be happy, but
There it goes. There's the wax.
Now Damon's turn for his armpits.
Alright.
I shave both ways on my armpit.
I can't be bothered.
Well, like I'll do
Yep.
it. One
Get
day,
it warm
but I feel
again.
like it's-
Alex said this is going to be hilarious.
you're
Okay.
next, Amish man.
We're going to do his Johnny. We're going to do his whole face. We're going to get rid of the Johnny Bobbitt.
Hard wax.
Wait, I need to do it so we-
I love the face.
Am I going up or down?
Up.
Pull the skin taut.
2.
That didn't do anything.
Oh, I did.
Oh, it did. It just he's too hairy.
We gotta trim it.
But
here.
why, Court? Because they all own up to this, and they all own.
You can go up.
Why that one hurt more?
Apparently, down hurts more.
Hurry.
Oh my god, my armpits are stuck together now.
Well,
I
you know
checked
how
out
my
like
balls
that
feel
butt.
right now.
What is it?
Sassy hasn't liked my butt.
You serious? It's like day 3?
Yeah.
I finally gave them the stuff for the wax.
It's only been a day.
So it
Oh yeah, I wouldn't give him a lot.
Yeah, just so that he's not dead.
Okay.
I did the very corners of his eyebrows.
Yeah, I'm not sure what else. Oh, what else happened in this is we did a little bit of a magnesium citrate. In those 2 cups right there, there's a little bit of magnesium citrate in it.
I'd be extremely careful what's in those 2 glasses right there. I don't think you want to do that.
So what's up? Hey, girl. What's up? There's a shot. Try not going to the doctor.
We don't think he got enough.
Food together.
You and Damon. Damon's is right there. If you don't trust that one, then drink Damon's.
What Damon doesn't know is at this point, we were only going to spike Matt. While Damon was outside, we all decided to change that up, and we decided to spike Damon too.
It's literally just cranberry apple juice and some vodka.
Tastes like what? Tastes like medicine?
That's the vodka.
That's the vodka.
That's probably the vodka.
If you want to go check, go look at the bottle. No.
Yeah, it's the skull vodka.
Oh, Alan's good.
The
Alan's
little
vodka.
alien soup.
I don't. When I was done with it, I put in water, put highlighter in it, and now it goes in
Dinner is done. It's just got to cool down for a couple minutes.
I think that's all I want the bottle. Where the vodka is crap.
Tail on the can.
Holy fuck, Rhea.
All right, you said you'd do a shot with him, so.
I will. I will drink like that.
Mm.
No pussies in this dojo.
What would have made it interesting for Johnny that night is it was tater tots. But what kind was it?
That is a
Big
shot.
Mac
It's
tater
just got
tots?
the
It's one shot mixed with cranberry.
I just whacked
Big Mac tater tots.
it.
Barely.
There you go.
Then take a shot out of each. There you go.
That's since I give it.
Damon sensed it
Yeah.
right away and took the tiniest of sips.
He didn't finish it.
No, I told him he didn't have to finish it. You can take a shot of it.
Damon didn't finish it.
So then what did we do?
No, Damon hasn't drank in like,
They were pretty.
I think the last time you
Matt
drank
ends
was
up
maybe
finishing off Damon's. But we didn't get any hit back, so we don't think he had enough of the magnesium citrate.
When I got transferred from my family,
But that wasn't just it for torturing Matt that night. We decided to continue, and that's in the 5-minute video.
That one? Oh, that was my phone.
Yes, this one was a Mama D thing. If you want to pull up the 5-minute video, there we go.
Rub it really good.
This is M and Mama D.
Well, I was holding them. I was getting warm.
M has been going
Okay, so
out with
M?
Matt, so
Dad,
you gotta
no, Dad's doing the other one.
It don't matter.
Oh,
You gotta wait. You gotta let it sit for a minute.
it's got to sit for a minute.
Somebody's gotta do one slow though. Like she's like, "This is what you get for not letting me put finger in your butt." Nice and slow.
This is what you get for kicking me out of the bathroom.
so I want them to pull slow, which is going to hurt a hell of a lot worse.
Emotional damage. Were you just in there?
What the fuck is fun? You noticed more hair? Is that where we're at?
You got a
Alright.
hairy belly button. I
Ready?
wanted to do his belly button, but this is
One. No. 1,
nice and slow.
2, 3.
No, because you're doing it slow. You gotta go fast.
She said I gotta
He does it again.
Now, right from the other side, Em. Right from the inside and pull it out. 1, 2, 3.
If that hurt, why is your nipple hard?
Poor Luna is like, what the fuck?
Mama's D's turn.
Here. Ready? Deep breath in. Deep breath in.
You kick me, I'm going to hurt you.
And one. Let it. Ready? Let it out. 1, 2, 3.
Look at the fucking nipple. Like, his nipple is right there.
But of course, we're not done just yet.
You all right?
Oh my
That
God.
one not as good because she had to do it twice. That one, hold that up in the light. Shan, in the light.
Hey, Matthew. Are
If
you
you
going
look
to
in
get
the
ice cream? Are you
background,
gonna get ice cream?
Mama D is grabbing another one.
Well, I figured reward yourself for being a good boy and do the bucket. Okay.
Which one of you are taking him to work tomorrow?
My kids are so-
Cool.
Here you go. Wipe them off. Are they bleeding yet?
Huh?
No. Oh, I missed a few minutes. You ready to get dressed?
No.
What do you think it would feel like on the top of your head?
Nothing, really.
Probably not.
No, it's too porous up there.
This
You gotta
next
pick the
one
hair on this side. You
Takes a
okay?
couple of us.
What was warming that one up for?
He's down on the floor. Dan, hold your brother. Hold your brother down.
I don't like this. Where's
Emily,
my
get on him.
Hold your brother down.
What are you doing?
My head. Hold his arms.
Are you doing my head?
Hold his arms.
I'm okay with the head.
Hold his head. Hold his
I'm
arms
okay
above his
with
head.
the head. What is going on?
CJ, you might want to
This
get
is
the other one.
illegal in 3 countries. What are you doing?
Putting the sticky
No! Can we make the ice cream bucket thing good flavors this time?
Yeah,
Yes.
your choice.
Your choice.
You can pick up your own flavors.
And remember, Mom just made a really good dinner, so
Matt is like, this is exactly why I don't come over here anymore. Oh my God, on his belly button. Oh!
It just looks very shiny.
1, 2, 3. His belly button.
He's all right.
Mama Day goes, hold your.
He's fine.
I still see hair there though.
Yeah.
I think Matt's waxed enough today.
Wow.
We don't think we gave him enough of the magnesium.
Your boyfriend says you need to be more hairless.
We think we got to get more down. So he didn't say any different, and Damon didn't tell me anything happened. So we got to get a little bit more of that into him. I think what actually might work is the one chip challenge with the chaser of the rest of the magnesium citrate. I changed my mind about the windows. Shannon was talking about leaving the windows open tonight. Did it get cold outside? I love this time of the year too. Shannon, unfortunately, will freeze her ass off. There's nothing wrong with being a little bit titty bit nipply, especially on Twisted Titty. What do we have? We had Twisted Titty, Sick Thighs, Tight Twats, Tater Tot, Taco Thursday. Fire! And I have a hellhound next to me. And I hear the kittens. Want to see the titties. That is a mouthful to say. You don't know how long all day I've been running that through my head so that way I could actually get that one to work. So it's definitely been an interesting week. We will say that. Between Miss Freya getting sick, and now we're just waiting for Luna's ear meds. Yes, there are 2 kitties. There are 2 Mancoon cats, kittens, 11-week-old, probably more like 12 weeks now, in our room. 1 female and 1 little male. The male is Froky, and the female is Evie. Evie looks like the cat that I got for Shannon. Yes, we have kittens. Kitties. And there goes the kitty knocking over the fan in the bedroom. That is a clue for Shannon. Kitty. Yeah, we'll go do something with the titties before they stick their paws in the fan, or I have to go in there and kill them. Well, this is going to be interesting. She's going to bring them out. Well, you're going to have to bring out one first. Hey, CJ. We just got done doing the videos from this past Sunday with Matt and Damon with the wax challenge. Yeah, you missed it, CJ, but think about it. You were there watching it live. Well, their original names when we brought them home was Cash and Nova. Cash is the little boy and Nova the little girl. But we decided to change their names, and the kids would have been in love with them. Don't know what she's doing. She probably showed you pictures of them, John. While we're waiting to see what Shannon's going to do. Okay. What we need to do is, again, we put up, we started an email for the Rev Grimm Show. Now, nobody dropped an email, and I get it, and we'll see how things go. Johnny can always put that link up. You're going to read them tomorrow night on the show? Now, what we're looking for is if you have ideas about any kind of challenge or anything, because more torture that we can put out, the more fun it is. And of course, we will always have the videos. We'll either be doing them live. There you go. Message the Rev and have your email read aloud on the Rev Grimm Show every Thursday. You can stay anonymous. If you don't want to be anonymous, we can let your name out there. You may get lucky and actually get an email directly back from me. And I normally don't email anybody. But any topics that you guys want to talk about, or any little bits of torture that we can put people through, or if you just want to vent and you want somebody to blow steam to, I'm listening. I'm here for you guys, because you know what? Every Thursday night, you're here for me.
Titties cannot come out.
Titties not come out?
No, titties are a little stressed out.
Titties are stretched. I like stretching titties.
No. Grimmy was
Why are the titties stressed?
Croaky was stuck.
He was stuck. Where was he stuck?
Between the mattress and the headboard.
I hate when the titties get stuck. Silicone machine going down $295.
I'm gonna get the cow.
Oh, that just filleted my leg open. Why is it? Now, most dogs, they have, their nail is thick. Now, Freya just had her nails cut, and so did Luna. But Freya's nails are like cat nails. What? Yes, I said Luna. No, stop stepping on me.
Scoot away from Daddy's food.
Go.
Luna.
And her nails were just cut, but they look like a cat's nails. They kind of hook over like they're claws and actually not nails.
Oh, maybe we can ask your show what we should name our cow.
There we go. We could do that. So, I don't know what show it's actually going to end up on, but it's like another mascot. And he needs a name. Is it a he or a she? And Freya is scared shitless of it.
Oh.
Freya. He needs a name.
Get away from the food.
So does anybody have an idea for a name? We have a friend, her dad works at Tractor Supply, and he was there, and like one or two came in and he grabbed it right off the truck for us. It actually was shipped up from Delaware. We have Beelzebub and we have Boney.
No, then if we're gonna name him, we gotta name the dragon too.
Well, there's two dragons that would have to be named.
You may want to put this up there soon.
You get into my food and we're going to fight.
She wants that steak.
She can want the steak all she wants. Guess what? I have something for you. It was in my pocket.
Freya, leave them alone.
And then Shannon decided, since we were talking about me and how I'm like a teddy bear or a grizzly bear, we got somebody, and Shannon says that this is what Grimm looks like.
Freya.
So she said, that's me there. So this would be me,
Oh shit.
and this would be the Grimm. And Freya just shit her pants.
He needs a Terminator eye.
He needs a Terminator eye.
Like
Or
I
I could actually cut the eye out and put a lead light in it. So that's me on the bad days. And the good days.
Freya.
I think that's kind of me in the morning before coffee. Truth, definition of a split personality. That's from Johnny. That's a good idea. I didn't think about that one. Whoa.
And then I have to eat.
We will have to go through and name all of the new creatures in the house, because in what house is this? The Marl's household? Or is it the Grimm's dungeon? Or is it the King and Queen's lair? So in the land of the King
You are
and
really going to get killed tonight.
Freya's going to get in trouble. In the land of the Red King and the Red Queen, it is Halloween all year long.
Yeah, I just added some stuff down.
So even in December, when it's supposed to be Christmas. Now, I personally, myself, I do not like Christmas. I never have. The only reason I did Christmas was for the kids. Other than that, I don't do Christmas. I have not liked Christmas. I just do not like Christmas. I am not big on family holidays. Never have been. Only did it for the kids. But at our apartment, before it burned down, we had a lot of Halloween stuff out, a lot of Halloween decorations. And every year I would go out and I would find at least one good Halloween decoration of the season. Well, the past few years, it's been really disappointing. Places, I don't know if anybody's been to Spirit Halloween, but we went to Spirit Halloween over in Deptford next to Joanne Farrick, and we weren't impressed. There was really, the store was small, and there's got to be a lot more out. I mean, they had a couple of the skeletons that were pretty cool. I mean, of course, you know, they had their spiders, spider skeletons and scorpions, but they had an octopus that looked pretty cool. Believe it or not, the teddy bear one we found at Walmart. Some of the ones that I've actually found this year have been in some of the stores that you would normally not think about. Like a lot of people, they go to Party City.
Now, DD, there's another adult toy up.
Mama D, Shannon says that there's another adult toy up on
cabin deals.
On the cabin deals. But I mean, I did have a couple pieces that were in storage. I had a zombie bust, I had my Grim Reaper, and I have, you know, a couple signs, but then I have Rattle online at the lake. Home Depot is actually pretty good. Home Depot is pretty good. The worst part is a lot of times Home Depot is just very high in price. Like, yeah, and Shannon works for them. The teddy bear was $20, which I was actually surprised, but there were very few of them in in Walmart. And I've gone to a couple other Walmarts and I haven't seen any more. The dragons that we got actually are really nice, and they were at Target and they were only $20, which I was really shocked about. But I mean, we picked up a lot of, like, I picked up 2 raven skeletons. I picked up 2 ravens, which I have them on the table. One is white and one is black, and they face the same way as my tattoo and the shirts do. I mean, they're kind of a little bit hard to see, but in the center it makes a heart. So they're sitting on the table, and together is a heart, because again, the animal that we kind of went with for the kids were ravens and / crows. And like, we went to Deptford Mall today because Shannon had to replace her necklace for the kids' ashes for the urn, and there were 2 crows talking on top of the Deptford Mall building. You know, we've gone different places, and there's been a crow here or there, or a couple crows, and you hear them, and I just sit and talk to them like, okay, what's the matter? Like, there was one today, they came down into the parking lot, and crows and ravens will stay together with their mate for life. The one crow had a styrofoam container, and he's flipping it around, and I don't know if he was looking to take it, because crows and ravens will take things and they fly off with it, but then they'll come back and want to trade for something. But he was looking for food, I figured, so we had a couple little pieces of something that we threw out the window to him. Huh? Yeah, we always have some kind of treat in the car for animals. But so that was that. But very disappointed with Spirit Halloween. I've been told at home. Thank you, John. There's a place, it's called At Home. I heard they have some pretty good stuff.
Big Lots usually got some stuff.
Big Lots, believe it or not, is usually pretty decent. Michael's will pull some surprises out sometimes.
That's where we got our Falcon.
Or what?
Our Falcon over there, the typewriter. Michael's is good to be good.
Michael's can be expensive too. So, if anybody knows of any good places to get some good Halloween decor, let me know. Like I said, Target, Walmart, they've been really good this year. Was not happy with Spirit. Where else did we go? Michael's was still early, so they didn't have a lot. BJ's, they used to have a lot. They have a few this year. Yeah, AC Moore used to be pretty good too. BJ's usually has some good stuff. And this year they've got the one over by us. They had a skeleton playing a harmonica. But they had blow-ups. But the problem is,
damn it!
In that aisle where the little Halloween is, they had like 1 or 2 little shelves with Halloween stuff. And then the very next shelf for the rest of the aisle and the opposite side of the aisle was all Christmas stuff. There were Christmas trees at the end of the aisle. And I'm like, we're not even in October and you've already got Christmas shit out. And it's really a shame. And that's one of the other reasons why I also don't care for Christmas. Christmas has become too commercialized. It's not what it originally was. It's not what it was meant to be. It's what can you buy? What can you spend? And it's really not what it's about. You know, it's a family holiday of people getting together and being with each other. It's not about the price of gifts. It's not even about gifts. You know, you see some places, I think we even seen it in August. Some of the places we were, you know, Christmas, they were already starting to put Christmas out. And the thing that's really bad here is early August, they start bringing out Halloween. Right around late August, early September, they're bringing out Christmas and Thanksgiving. Right towards the end of October, right in the beginning of November, very soon at that point, you'll start seeing them bring in stuff for like Valentine's Day. And it's just asinine. It really is. Halloween is one of the few things I like because no matter what anybody says, that is one day a year you can dress up to be whatever you want. Nobody can tell you you're wrong. Nobody can tell you that you can't be that person. All the other holidays they're Hallmark holidays. They're commercialized. That is true. Since Sandy and COVID, Halloween definitely not, because right at the same time of the year, COVID was there, and you had Hurricane Sandy the one year, and I remember that. I was ashamed. Our guys, AJ and Hope, they enjoyed going around and collecting the candy, but they didn't eat it. You know, they weren't candy eaters. I mean, AJ and Hope would have preferred to have like strawberries and, you know, goldfish crackers. Can you bring me back a couple of those pumpkins on your way back?
What?
The pumpkin Reese's on your way back.
What's in the park?
No, it's fine. Yeah, they would eat some junk food, but they really weren't big into drinking sodas, but they did have Sprite or orange. Pretty much a lot of caffeine-free stuff. But as far as when it's sugar, they had a few little guilty pleasures, but they weren't big into eating sugars. You know, like I said, strawberries, bananas, watermelon, blueberries, different fruits. They would eat M&Ms. Like I said, they weren't big candy. They weren't even really big into cakes and ice cream. I mean, ice cream, we occasionally went to the custard stand in Shade. I think the kids would have loved Ice Cream Love down here by us. Really awesome place for everybody that wants to go down and wants to come down this way and check it out. It's right there on Herfield Road. It's really, really a nice place, nice people, quiet area until, you know, our entire crew gets there, and then we usually take up the whole area. Like I said, it's always an event down here with us. And I know that pretty soon, can we find out if it's open year round? I'm not sure. I don't know if Shannon found that out yet or not. But I know they just released a ton of new ice cream. They kind of do, I guess you would call it like themes. Like they have one, it was like the Salty Stepmom. They've got another one. If anybody ever played the game Monkey Ball, but it's ice cream and I think banana water ice. They've got like the Fanatic, which has got like mint chocolate chip in it and like some chocolate sauce and whipped cream and cherries. The one I get's peanut butter. But they just did a bunch of stuff for the Eagles. Like they've got the Jason Kelsey. I don't know all what they had. Like I think they did one for Jalen Hurts. My phone's not nearby, otherwise I would look that up. But like I said, really good place, great customer service, always polite. You know, they're always on top of things. I mean, they get a line and people will be lining up and they get people through that line and they hand make everybody's stuff. Thank you. I just need some sugar.
Yeah, you know I was out.
Unfortunately, we're going to hear. There we go. There's their menu. They've got spritzers, which I know Kevin and Morgan will get them a lot. But there's toppings. There's the bucket challenge. Like I said, all really good stuff. I know everybody up towards Shade, they are preference to the custard stand. And I'm not going to take anything away from the custard stand. And that's right, you and Matt both did the bucket challenge. And Johnny played it safe, which is the right thing to do. Matt's first bucket challenge, we let them do whatever they want. The second bucket challenge, I think, again, he let them do whatever he wanted, what they wanted. But as I said, I know that everybody from up in the area around Maple Shade, they really like the custard stand. I'm not taking anything away from the custard stand because it is really good, but I actually like Ice Cream Love better. So it's definitely something you guys should try and check out. Don't mind me snacking on a little bit of sugar. Been a long couple days.
Bad.
Bad.
Echo. Set timer for 15 minutes.
X.
15 minutes. Starting now.
Don't come sit near me. I'm not going to save you. You got in trouble. Does anybody want a hellhound? No takers on the hellhound. Johnny, if you want, I got Hellhound Jr. Ah. Johnny says he's got Hellhound Jr. He can't be that bad. He's a baby.
So she.
She's an infant. Oh God! Now we got to fight for it.
You were saying?
He can't be that bad.
He has his moments.
Yeah, they all do.
I just don't appreciate when he destroys a plastic window curtain for no reason. Luckily, he hasn't chewed any wires yet. Luckily.
Look at it this way. He may have destroyed the curtain. He may have shredded some paper. But what he could have done could have been a hell of a lot worse.
Yeah. But then I also noticed the other day, because I had a couple friends stop by, they had a little 18-month-old son with them, so I didn't want him to get too ramped up around him, so I put him outside. He walks up on the Velcro doors and tries to break the screen out of the window.
It takes time. It does.
He doesn't like being by himself.
Yeah. I know somebody else that's like that too.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Because she sits at the door and she howls like no tomorrow because, oh, I'm left alone. You guys left me. Which is really screwy because I know she can hear us right outside the door.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she knows that when we're going someplace that I've got my hat or my glasses on and I've got my keys.
Yep.
And she knows she normally goes. Freya lately hasn't gone anywhere because with her being sick, I want to make sure that, you know, she's getting better.
True.
So now, who was all left in the chat tonight?
Sure.
Yeah, I see 4 people. There he is. Hey, Cash, I heard you've been a bad boy.
He's actually being good.
That's a bonus.
Yeah, he knows that I do my show. He comes down here, hangs out, has a bone, and then he's happy.
I said, always remember, they could always get into something else.
True. I mean, I did yell at him when I got home, so he's a
$180 pair of sunglasses.
That is true. It could have been like Freya and ate Shannon's $180 pair of prescription sunglasses.
True. That is true. He's looking at me now because he got another piece of his tennis ball out of the trash that he tried to eat last night.
They do it. Even Luna rips the fuzz off of the tennis ball.
Yeah, but she doesn't rip it in half and eat half of it.
No. Oh, no. Luna
will rip pieces out of it.
She shredded her fair share.
Yeah. Ace,
Okay.
AJ's dog, he would shred the tennis balls and eat them.
He'd bite it once and break it.
Yeah, Ace used to bite the tennis ball and it would pop.
Yeah, well, he won't be getting any of those for a while. Because I think there's still one more good one. And I think I still hear the one rolling around my ear duct systems, too. Because someone decided to push it down the ear duct.
We're playing hide and go Pete.
Yeah, if you could get down there and try to fetch it out, I'm sure you could do that, too. I just don't want to see him get sick eating all this crap. I mean,
No, believe it or not, they'll spit a lot of it out.
Well, this dog shit it out because he He takes your shit at least 6 times a day. Dog poops more in a day than I do in a week.
But he really hasn't had accidents in the house, has he?
Nope.
That's not a bad thing.
No. I will give him credit for that. His separation anxiety is getting a little bit better. Tiny bit. I still can't shit in peace and quiet. And then he thinks 3 o'clock in the morning is playtime.
That's Freya.
And then this morning, for some odd reason, my lovely Bureau Township, whatever you want to call it, I live in, decided we're going to do road work right outside my house starting at 7:30 this morning. So guess who decided to go nuts and step on my chest?
Freya's favorite thing is to chase her tail at like 3 o'clock in the morning on the bed. So you got Shannon on one side, me on the other, Luna in between the two of us, and Freya going full speed trying to catch her tail.
Yeah.
Because obviously her tail tried to get her.
I could understand that. I mean, like I said, recently we found out we don't like water bottles, so we get the zoomies when I start acting like I'm going to spray them.
Got it.
Watch your kneecaps.
Oh, yeah.
Because that dog's not stopping.
Oh. Nope. Not at all. How was your steak? Huh? Did it come out pretty good?
And now he's got something else. Hold on. What we got now? No. No. Lovely piece of plastic. I gave you a full-size bone when I got home and you still want to destroy shit. What do I do? Patience, right?
Something I don't have.
What was that comment at? I saw it earlier. What is that? What is that? What was that? It was Morgan.
Yeah, Morgan said patience.
I'm just going to leave that up for the rest of the night so I can just have a visual of it.
Yep. Nope. I don't have patience. Not at all.
I need to because if not, this dog's not going to see the end of the day. I mean, you did say the day one that we saw on Saturday, he marked me as his because what dog pisses on somebody's shoe?
That is true.
I mean, I tell people that all the time. I tell people that's really left and right, and they say, "What?" I was like, "Yep." And his Uncle Alan said he marked me as his. So,
yep. But you got to think, how long have you had him now?
Today is the 14th, so you figure 11 days. Yeah, Sunday was a week. Yeah, 11 days.
He's still decompressing.
That's true.
He's still bound up because you got to remember, animals remember very few things in life.
Mm-hmm.
They remember where the food comes from. They remember what shelter is. They remember scent and smells.
True.
But the other things that they remember is abandonment. They remember pain. And even though that an animal has never seen it in its life, they know what fire is. That's unless your name was Penny. That's all in their makeup. So right now,
Yes, what I thought.
what did you get?
You know who'd be good for her fucking teething ass and she can't have a Marimo?
Who?
The yak cheese.
Yeah.
That's hard cheese. And guess what?
What?
Crude protein, crude fat, 1%.
Okay. So he sees you walk out the door.
He thinks I'm leaving.
He still associates of being left in a parking lot inside of a crate. And granted, they dropped him off. There was no clue how long he was outside there.
That's true.
You know, so to him, he's not in a crate, but you're walking out the door. Are you coming back? When are you coming back?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, I tell him all the time, we gotta make cash for cash. I mean,
Gotta go make the ducats.
yeah. Especially with how much this goddamn dog eats.
Remember, I got that shit here for you.
I gotta figure out when I can stop by. Maybe Saturday after work. It's just hard because I work the next 2 days, 11:30 to 8. It's not like I can just come home by myself, and now I gotta rush home, get him outside because he's been in the house for 8 hours. I mean, I could probably load him up in the car Saturday night, and he does really well in the car. We'll say that.
That's a bonus.
And yeah, let's see if I can find this photo. I know I have it somewhere. Hold on, photos. Your photos. There we go. I'm gonna share my own photo on your show. How do you like that? In case you missed it, he had a puppy play date on Monday. He got to meet Phil. And you want to talk about a dog that was asked out Monday night? Cash up the whole night when I got home.
Mm-hmm.
I let him socialize for about 2 hours. They did very well together. My mom's other dog, Marty, is very judgmental. He's the dominant one. He's a small Australian Shepherd who's about 8-9 years old. So he thinks that my parents' backyard is his backyard. So they had to keep them separated. But these two, they were awesome together.
So how old is Phil?
Phil is almost the same exact age. A year and about 3 months. Cash is actually 2 weeks older than Phil. You figure, what they said, Cash's birthday was 6/22/22.
Yeah.
Phil was born on 7/4/22.
So I mean, they're both in the same mind state right now. They're both still young.
Yes.
Like young children.
Phil did well with Penny. Not Penny. Luna.
Yeah, Phil did pretty good with Luna.
They were through the fence though.
Yeah, they were through the fence.
Yeah.
Mark,
Well, we did that at first, and then my mom insisted let him in the fence, so I let him in the fence. And like I said, they played for about 2 hours. And you can see by the picture, they were both happy.
Marty gave me shit walking in the house.
Well, you
That's
gotta figure. Marty's what, 9?
And then that's Monday night when I got home.
Marty's like 9, so he's older. He's not into that whole puppy scene anymore. And, you know, he's had this for his whole entire life. And he probably just, you know, he tolerates Phil.
Yeah. I mean, if Chase and Fudge were still around, that's who he grew up with, was Chase and Fudge.
Right.
So once they go, they just have Marty for a while, and you introduce another dog. It's okay, now I gotta be more dominant of you, but now he's used to Phil.
Right.
So, the one way to look at it. It takes time. Anytime you have dogs meet for the first time, they gotta socialize and all that stuff.
Nothing happens overnight.
No. And not, like you said, he's still young. I gotta have more patience. And being a first time dog owner of my own, yes, it's stressful, but we'll get better. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I look at it.
I pretty much had dogs all my life.
Oh, I mean, my parents have too, but like you figure cats is the first one I'm taking care of my own.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't say much of a learning curve, but now I don't have those people to fall back on. It all falls on me.
Right. Yeah, ever since Echo. Ever since before I could crawl, I've always been around dogs.
Yeah, I mean,
Never been a big cat person.
I can tolerate cats if I have to, but
I can deal with a cat. I mean, Squirt. I like Squirt. I like Harley and Ivy. You know, just some cats are too shitty and just have an attitude, and it's like, dude, then I don't need to bother with you. Don't bother with me. You know.
nah, that's the way you look at it.
Like Freya's over here looking because Shannon's cleaning a spot on the floor,
Mm-hmm.
and she's sitting there and she's looking at it. Like, what is it?
Probably a spot she made, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay, sometimes she still has. Her problem is she does it when she's all hyped up and she's playing.
Mm-hmm.
Because normally she'll go to the door and let you know she's got to go out. But when she's playing, it seems like she forgets. And she's so much into playing that it's, oh, I forgot I had to go. Because again, she's only 5 months old. She's still a baby.
Oh yeah. See, that's something I don't think he knows just yet. When he has to go, to let me know. Granted, he hasn't had an accident in the house, but like, Cash, let's go potty. Then he gets up and wants to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
He's not to the point where it's like, okay, I gotta go, you gotta let me out. He's not like that yet. I don't know if that's just from being used to being in the house so much or what, but like, it's kind of weird. Normally, animals will tell you when they gotta go potty. It's almost like I gotta remind Cash, all right, let's go potty before bed. Let's go out. But like I said, the second I close that door and try to stay inside, he'll turn around and come right back up to the door. Even when he's outside.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like I said, I think that all falls back on, are you doing this and you're going to leave me?
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I left him outside for a couple extra minutes. Then when I got home, I had a hell of a mess to clean up, but that's different. I wasn't too happy neither.
Which, then again, you know what that paperwork says.
Yeah, retriever lab mix. But when I've talked to and showed pictures of, they said there might be a tiny bit of retriever, maybe a lab, but there's something else in that dog. Just by the build of the chest, I think he might have a hound in the way his pipes are coming in. Because he found his voice. He sees this 5 o'clock shadow and this dog goes nuts.
Well, it's like, you know, they had said that somebody interacted with him, you know, like 10 hours out of the day.
Yeah.
Or he was around people for 10 hours out of the day. I don't think so. I think for the biggest part of the day, he was locked in a crate.
Oh, well, I don't have to crate here, so he has the free range of the house when I'm home. I mean, gradually as I'm going to work, he's getting more space because last week he was just completely in the basement. And this week he has the basement door open and I block off the kitchen. So he has those 2 rooms. And that's like something Shannon said, you got to progress throughout the house. till he's completely 100% comfortable. I mean, I think Shannon's right though in a sense, because when I'm home, if he's not on a bone, he's like right at my hip, so like, he just might need that comfort level knowing that somebody's there until he mellows out, and then I think he's just gonna be a couch potato.
Well, how long has he been allowed access upstairs now? How many days?
Since I brought him home.
No, like when you
No. Did he go to work to the kitchen?
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday was the first day he was by himself, and
And he destroyed the blind today.
yes.
I think something's good.
Something either could have spooked him,
That's what it said.
or when you leave to go to work, do you go out the back door?
Yeah, because I walk off the kitchen, I want to move everything. So I go out the back door, and I let him know it's okay. So then he jumps up on the back door and sees me leave.
That's probably why your curtain got shot.
Well, that's the curtain that faces my neighbor's house, too. My neighbors have 2 dogs.
That could be it.
I mean,
He heard something.
it's only a paper curtain. It's not like an actual expensive curtain.
Yeah.
I mean, I just don't understand why yesterday he was fine, but then today I come home to that.
It could have been the work out front. Were they still working when he left?
They were this morning, yeah. I mean, when I got home, they weren't.
Could have been that too.
I don't know. Now he has this giant bone. Hopefully, that'll keep him occupied a little bit tomorrow.
Step by step.
I'm trying. Like I said, I'm probably just being too hard on myself on the inside.
These things are going to happen. It's
part of having a pet.
going to happen.
It's going to happen. There's always hiccups.
Yeah, I mean, you can see it right now.
She hasn't had an accident in weeks since everything happened. Joe's had an accident. Right?
Yeah, Freya hadn't had an accident in weeks.
Besides when she was sick, which wasn't her fault.
When she was sick, she did, but
yeah,
It wasn't her fault.
Yeah, it wasn't her fault, but this was her first accident in weeks.
Just got the carpet cleaner out, cleaned it up, called it a day.
I'll get it. I believe in myself. I can do this. I mean, it is a lot different, though, when you're expecting a tiny puppy to actually grow to getting something like Cash. That is also a big difference, too.
Can I tell you one thing, though? With him being where he's at, compared to that puppy stage,
yeah.
Believe it or not, you dodged the bullet.
Yeah, I can imagine that, because puppies, you gotta change always the puppy pads. You gotta teach them everything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I would, don't get me wrong, I would have loved to see Ace grow up. I would have.
Got it.
Is it completely tragic what happened to that dog? Absolutely.
Yeah. But once they start, now it's like 2:00 in the morning, they got to go outside. And then at 3:00, they got to go outside. And then at 4:00 in the morning. Yeah. And, you could be going out every hour on the hour all night long when they're little.
Yeah. You're right.
They get into everything under the sun.
I mean, the only difference is I would have had a crate for Ace compared to not having a full-size crate for him.
Yeah.
All in good time, though. That's all I can say.
That's all you can do. Little by little, one step at a time. Sooner or later, it gets there.
If not, he's coming to Uncle Alan for boot camp.
He'll want to come home.
Well, good. Whip his ass in the shoes, and I'll take him home, no problem. Because, like I said, he hops in the car now. He'll go for a car ride. I mean, he shredded the leash a little bit. I might have to get another one, but
It was like last night. Last night we had to stop at Best Buy, and yeah, the iPad died.
No, it was me versus the iPad. The iPad won. Thank God for Apple Care.
Yeah, but Luna was scared to death of the little the forklift thing. The
What?
beeping got her. It wasn't
geez.
anything else. It was the beeping.
That's
You know,
crazy.
and did she rip that apart? I can't see. She's under me. Brad, move. I would really like to be able to move.
Fry.
Take your toy and go away.
What are you doing? Let me see. Bring it to me. It's stuff.
No, she's got it down.
Come here, Fry.
Oh. But I think I'm going to get ready to call this one for the night because I still got to eat.
Yep, you gotta do what you gotta do.
What, babe?
Your steak and potato is cold.
Yeah, my steak and potatoes been sitting here for almost 2 hours now.
You gotta take a break and eat. You're allowed breaks. You know that.
I know. Sometimes when I'm on a roll, though, I like to keep them going.
I gotcha. I mean, the only show we have left this week is Friday Night Movie Night, and I am, as of now, running that show solo. It's Ron's birthday on Saturday, so he asked for the weekend off, and I granted it.
Birthday for him.
No birthday for the closet man.
You can take that with them, but other than that, I'll let me just display this one more time. You can explain to people real quick about this if you want to, real quick.
Again, up on the screen right now, you can message me. You can tell me some challenges that you'd like to see or some topics that you want to talk about.
You can even FaceTime.
Yeah, we can even do FaceTime. We can even bring you on to the show. And every week, if you drop me an email, we will read it on the show. If you want to be known who sent it, you can. If you want to be anonymous, we can. Like I said, if you topics or torture that we can do to people, whatever, the ball is in your court. We can discuss whatever you want. Remember, being on Twitch, you can say what you want and be fully active with the show. We're on Facebook. You got to be a little careful, and I'm not quite sure about YouTube. But, as I said many times before, all these shows are possible because of you guys, the viewers. Otherwise, again, if nobody was viewing, we'd be sitting and talking to ourselves.
Absolutely.
So, every night, starting at 9 o'clock, the only thing that changed up is that Monday night is now entertainment night.
Yeah, and Tuesday is sports night. But, yeah, everything else is still the same. Wednesdays you got trivia with me and Mama D. Thursdays you got the Rev, where I have an open mic concept. And then Friday night is our longest running show. It's Friday Night Movie Night. Usually with me and Ron, but tomorrow night I will be by myself and might try something with it. Not sure yet. Might push some buttons tomorrow night. But I will mess with that tomorrow night. And that, thank you everybody who stopped in tonight. It was a crazy night. You gotta go back and rewatch it so you can see Grimm's lovely videos from this past Sunday with the crazy shenanigans they did. But other than that, we'll catch you on the next one. Later.